Hello everyone, it's been a while, my apologies, but we are back with another lesson. I've been on a massive Reef trip lately. It's been the 30th anniversary of the first Reef album, Replenish, which I brought. I went to see them recently at Shepherd's Bush Empire, fantastic show, and I know the song we're doing today is not off that album. It just got me in the mood for just doing a load of Reef stuff. So there's probably going to be some Reef videos coming in the future. I thought I'd get the big hit out of the way. So yeah, today we're going to look at Place Your Hands. All you need to know about this is that it's in drop D tuning. Just tune your low E down to D and we should be good to go. And for my subscribers out there, you may have noticed I have a new toy. Really love this thing. I know this song's done on a Strat, but I want to use my new one, so that's what I'm going to do. Might talk about this in another video. Anyhow, I will stop waffling. Let's get into it. Okay, so like I said, this is in drop D tuning. So the first thing you hit is that low D. That's the first thing. And then you hit basically a D chord. Now, I think a lot of people make the mistake of just doing a straight, that kind of D chord, but if you actually watch him playing live, he likes to do this sort of shape. So you take the middle finger off instead of, it's a subtle difference, but Ken Winhouse, the original guitar player, he likes to do this chord a lot. Whenever he's doing a power chord, I notice he does that. And all it is just basically you're muting the G string. And you've got the gap between these two fingers. Hopefully you can see that. So basically you've got your first finger on the 5th fret on the A string, your third finger on the D string on the 7th fret, and your little finger on the B string on the 7th fret. And you're muting that middle G. That's not ringing out. So what you do is you hit the low D and then you hit the chord. And I think I'm muting that high E as well. So essentially, they're the notes you're hitting. Nothing else apart from the low D at the beginning. And that's it. Hit that low D, hit that chord, and then do a little drag up. And then we slide up and we bar these three strings, the D, the G, and the B, with the first finger on the 7th fret. And then we hammer on and do that sort of movement. And then we're hammering on to the D string on the 9th fret and the B string on the 8th fret. I'm sure you're familiar with that movement. So from the top, the trick is to get those percussive things in between, which is kind of hard to teach. I'll try and do it slow. Yeah, so there's like two in between. And when you get to this bit, you are kind of muting the top two strings with your thumb, but you can bar it and do it like that. A lot of people do it that way. But if you watch him, he actually goes. Subtle differences if you want to be authentic. But anyway, so that is the main riff, and that is pretty much the bulk of the song, and it's pretty much the chorus as well, the put your hands on bit. And but I think when he's singing "Put Your Hands On," he lets it ring out a bit more. But anyway, that's the intro. And then it goes up to the G. Yeah, G. Sorry. It does it in the bar form, so that's starting from the 11th fret and barring the D, the G, and the B. And it's just two stabs. And then, okay, two stabs and then some muting. And the second one there's this quick little lick in there, and that is just a hammer on from the 12th on the A string from the 12th to the 13th, and then to the 12th on the D, like a hammer on. And hit that D twice, and you do that whole movement twice. But it's very quick, so you've got to sort of be ready for it. So all together we've got this. This part. So what we do there is we basically shoot down to an E, which, because you're in drop D, is basically you bar these first 3 strings on the 2nd fret, a little upstroke on the high strings, then you slide up to the 5th fret, which is actually a G, and then he does this little. Now you need to listen to the record to get the timing of this, and I probably haven't always played it right, even in the intro, because I'm not playing along with the record, but it kind of goes with the vocal. Something like that, but he does this little flick, so it's basically on the A string, kind of like the lick up here. So you just go, and then back to the riff. And then we've got what I mean, I've always thought of it as a chorus, but you could think of it as a bridge. You've got the, you know you cannot hide from what's inside. And that's just 2 chords, and that's just basically the 9th fret, barring those first 3 strings. Down to the 5th. It's basically a B and a G chord. So you just sort of do some stabs on that last chord there. And I think that's pretty much the song. And then we've got the section where it goes all percussive and Gary Stringer starts doing those weird noises. Whatever gibberish you're singing, and it all gets percussive, and then it just goes through like the crowd going, put your hands on, and then there's these little stabs in there, and it just goes, put your hands on, put your hands on, put your hands on, put your hands on. Yeah, you get the idea. And that's just the E minor, and then that D chord with a little gap between the 2 fingers, but muted. And then this time it goes, and that is just basically, instead of going, it's that part, but we're doing it here on the E chord, and we're doing that weird D chord version with the gap in between the fingers and the muted G string. So you slide up to the G, same shape. There's some little fiddly bits at the end. To be honest, I've not really worked that part out, but I know he does that. Just hammers on from the 3rd fret to the 5th on the D, and there's like a little lick. You can kind of do anything sort of pentatonic-y there, or you could just keep playing the riff. either way, that's the basis of the whole song. I hope you like that one. That comes in useful. Yeah, love Reef, great band. Looking forward to seeing them again. All those people that have subscribed and followed me and sent me awesome messages, I just want to say a massive thank you. I don't think I've really said it enough. And I know I've been a bit slack lately, but I am determined to make more content more regularly. But till the next time, guys, thank you once again for watching and subscribing. And yeah, till the next video. Cheers, mate.